What's up, Hippo lovers? NAC 4 deciders on the way. We had 4 invited players, 3 more being added on this very day. We have 3 sets. The first one is ACCM against VInchester, seed 3 against seed 4. Absolute banger. Both players, I feel, belong into the top 10 in the world right now. Going to be really interesting how this played out. We will actually start on Northern Isles, something that I've never seen before as the start, simply because typically people pick it as their home map. And let's jump into the action here. In the blue trunks, we have ACCM playing Italians. Pretty standard here. Obviously, cheaper fishing ships. You advance cheaper as well. So overall, pretty nice. Also, cheaper dock tax gives you so many advantages that are lining up, as well as if you get to imp a bit faster, you can go on to those crazy condos and raid your opponent to death. On the other side, a civilization that we don't see that often anymore, Vikings. Obviously, cheaper docks, cheaper galleys, makes it absolutely crazy if they can mess them, but the lack of fire galley, simply something that people really dislike, especially if we have fights all around the map. And I wouldn't be surprised if ACCM is trying to make this one messy, because that's where Vikings typically struggle. If the game is getting messy, if they have to fight on like 3 different fronts. If you only have to fight one front, it's looking really good for you. And I think the round of 12 is something we can... no, I wanted to do it differently, right? This is qualifier number 1. And this is decider best of 7, right? Yeah. Now fewer people might be confused. Okay, this is the moment where I ask you for predictions. ACCM at the left-hand side, VInchester at the right side. I think it's very, very likely that we will see at least 6 games. And I think I will even go for a full set. And we'll go for 4-3 in favor of ACCM. He had a crazy day yesterday. Had to go to distance twice. Won 2 sets, 3-2. Really, really good ones. And I see 4-2 for ACCM. Why don't go to the middle as early as possible? You're not really gaining that many advantages, right? They are tougher to protect, easier to raid.
Nili.
And you have gold and stone at reasonable amounts at home. So this is more of a positional thing. 4-1. Are seeds 1 to 6 in the final round? 1 to 5, yes. Nikov would have been seed 6, but lost to seed 7, which is stout. That's why we are very, very close. And actually, VInchester is going for the landing. Hello. Barracks there at the other side. Transporter being used to maybe see what's going up. 3-4, 4-2. But build a castle and you get water control. You don't really, right? If you build a castle here, it's very easy for your opponent to trap it from home, and you lost the castle, and they have a castle here. But how many villagers are building the castle? How do you protect it? Because if you already have the water control here, the castle is not really doing much. And if you don't have water control, you don't get the castle up. Top 5 seeds? Well, there were 4 invited ones, so we are excluding them in our seeding. We had Villese as number 1. ACCM 3, VInchester 4. Yo 2, I believe. Jordan 5. Nikov 6. And Doubt 7. ACCM goes over here, tries to find some scouting. Maybe let's take a look at his map vision and how he sees things. We'll find the villager kill. Obviously, you can't wall on this stony area here at the side, so quick wall was a bit tougher. And ACCM builds the dock at the front, tries to go for fire galleys, tries to go for some more annoyance, some more aggression. Defensive archery range at home. He knows how VInchester is doing stuff, and also sees very, very potentially that the deer just moved unnaturally. Very likely that some units were around there, got pushed away. And now the archers are arriving. Archery range here, not finished. And that should be a dead villager. Could be a pretty easy snipe. Fletching already, and he dives in deep, wants to go for the double kill. Not sure if he gets that one easy kill in the back. Guaranteed, loses a lot of HP on that villager and on the scout. Now some quick walls here at the bottom. ACCM has to accept one villager loss. Still has a second lumber camp. Will be fine for now. One villager exposed at that end. Could be a second kill quite easily. That's crazy how... Like, Winchester always prioritizes fletching so quickly. Hallelujah. Scout over here, trying to find something. Fire galley, obviously arriving relatively late with a super long rush distance. Uh-oh. How is that palisade not being built? Ooh, also double house would have made life so much easier here. And no one is building the palisade. That could be some harassment. House, okay. Gets it at reasonable time. Defensive tower over here now. Didn't really have the greatest vision on how the map could have been prevented, but also obviously pretty hectic. Had some more archers at the top, trying to go for the fire galley now, and is getting the first harassment in. Nothing on water out of Winchester, so he plays this one full land. Kind of interesting how he picks a water civilization and ignores most of the water for now. Tries to make it messy with a shift that is not really shining with a messy game. Now archers even being landed to the other side. And ACCM, he won't mind the fishing ship advantage. 5 fishing ships at the front or at the back already. Gets one at the front and wouldn't be surprised if he adds some more. Also resources looking pretty good for him. Some harassment here, but should probably not find too much. Scout around. Archers are arriving pretty soon. Defensive tower still helping, and ACCM is on the way to Castle Age. Obviously cheaper for Italians, plus the fishing ships are helping out and fewer archers being built. Now get some harassment in. Love the spot for the Vietnamese. Finch can redock in Castle Age? Yeah, but where do you redock? Front dock? Typically not the thing that
Bezos ad blocker.
Vikings want to do. And backdock, well, then you're not really gaining too much of an advantage and too much momentum for yourself. Maybe try to redock, get to like 8 till 10 longboats and then go for the aggression. House deleted, by the way, just to get a bit more onto stone. Defend. Ooh, tricky tower behind this. And ACCM, will he have an idea that this is happening? Did not get town watch against the forwards. I think this is one of the things. Quick Nili advice. If you're getting forwarded, if it's a messy game, town watch helps you out so much. Could have maybe seen this a bit earlier. Do we have a market? Is being rushed now. Maybe we can buy 100 stone here as ACCM and rush the tower up ourselves. To come up with the defense. Archers being lost, and indeed the tower is getting rushed up. Even went for a stable on the other side. Meanwhile, those archers getting scared away a bit. With the skirm. Oh, that's close. That's really close. Not sure if that tower will finish for Winchester. Tries to get it up. Right clicks it through. One villager down. Second villager in danger here. And 12 HP. Gets the tower up. At least something. But the repair won't be an option. Some harassment at the gold. Most of the villagers still reasonable HP still. And yeah, probably just move around a bit, build a house, wait for the tower to die. Meanwhile, get some harassment over here. Scout is a bit annoying. And we see Botkin and crossbow. 3 of them around. And now Galley's arriving through the center. Interesting move. Will find some kills. Obviously only needs 3 volleys to get a fishing ship to sink. Gets fletching, so it does a bit of over damage. Now focusing down the transporter, but that won't be enough. More harassment over here. That's actually some defense. And a redock for ACCM just to increase his efficiency. Nobles to repair, yeah. And now debates a bit, tries to get those archers that will be unleashed. We are getting to Castle Age here. Remember, still solid economy behind this one, being Vikings, allowing yourself to get wheelbarrow for free, handcart for free, but no fish will just hurt a lot. ACCM looks really solid so far. They're just not in top shape. ACCM will do it. Let's see about that. ACCM and Vinch, obviously 2 players that... Does one villager not shoot an arrow? Okay. That's a bit underwhelming. By the way, interesting move by ACCM to send villagers to the front again. And some low HP ones. Loses 2 villagers here. Oy. Nice snipe. Those 2 archers actually still finding value. Okay, Redog in the back now. Could be instantly spotted by the crossbows though. And those crossbows now could go for a landing as well. Goes for some more archers. Has one in the back. Are we trying to make something happen? Now the siege workshop for the defense here. And those archers, can they find a kill? Doesn't look like it for now. The hills are so tough to see for some reason. While this map is completely flat, except around the town center, we created one circle that was needed for us, because now we basically have invisible players spawning here and here to always force the town center in the middle. So sometimes on Northern Isles we had the problem, you could land from one side and all the 3 gold spots could have been here. Or you're like spawning here, get a landing from that angle, and you only have 1 wood line left. So that's our adjustment on that one. One will shot only on arrows as long as you don't have fletching. One will only an arrow as long as you don't have fletching. Ah, okay. Huh. Can those crossbows come in time? Oh, this would be so good for ACCM. Oh, if he instantly gets there. Oh. 70% here. And 5. I think they're 2 volley. A villager. Just get close. Oh, this could be the end for VInchester. Oh, that's so good for ACCM. That landing paying off so well. VInchester out of position. That's 4 dead villagers. Just look at the eco difference right now. Also 11 fishing ships. Those villagers are being pulled away. I think even an option to send 1 crossbow behind and keep other crossbows here. Nice tubation by VInchester. Gets the TC up. As well to get share of the relics here. And now longboats are being added. Obviously crazy unit. Those archers just very casually walking through. Triple dock is scouted. And longboats are a crazy unit. Should win most fights unless we are getting to fast fires. That's basically the jump where it doesn't make fun to micro longboats anymore. Against fire galleys, this is like not even a fair fight. Like longboats should easily kill it. Against fire ships, the castle age version, we need to micro a bit, but should be doing pretty well. But against fast fires again, the armor is just really good for them. Again, 2 archers fighting villager kills. Overall resource income is way closer than I would have expected. But I think it will simply increase for ACCM. Now has enough resources to build a castle. Not sure where we want to have that one. Over here could obviously be a tricky spot. Be really annoying. Maybe in the center, get control over the extra gold and stone and get a nice map positioning for yourself. Also at home to just be super safe. I think center castle. Something I would have liked to see. Vinchester bought some stone for himself. Goes for TC3. Obviously way later. And it is a defensive castle. Allows him to have spot potential, dock potential here. And even goes for gill nets. And that just means he can always contest the center. Unless Vinchester's imping gets some traps out himself. ACCM needs to run. As I said, once the distance is closed, those fires will find some damage. But longboats, those are really easy to micro now. We'll find some kills. No ballistics yet. ACCM allows himself careening. More armor on his ships. And technically, transporters increase capacity. But I don't think that's the major thing. Oh, we just had 11 fishing ships. Now it's down to 4. Make it down to 3. And those will find quite some kills. Look at that, 11 kills already on them. Oh, this is tricky though. And now this is what I said. Are we able to micro at all ends here? This is like double micro plus you need to macro behind as well. Really enjoyed the Xbox tournament you rated last night. Madame seems so dominant fuel age. Kind of looks like a different game. Ah yeah, because you have less micro potential. Yeah, I can see that. Why not switch to galleys from ACCM? Or because they're not great against longboats either. Right? You just keep low numbers, force them to macro behind it. And your goal is to get to fast fires with your better economy. And then raid, and then you always take better fights. So this is more of a stalling technique right now out of ACCM. Full galleon is not really where you want to be. Plus obviously it would take time to tech into it. Oh, not really, no, you have all the upgrades, my bad. Only ballistics would be needed. The tech icons and units on the top in capture age look so small here than other tournaments. Okay. Typically it's the same size. It's just like the resources are a bit closer, like in this area, a bit higher obviously, here. That's the area with the resources typically. And this is moved further to the top. So the size should be the same.
Salve.
Where do we build the castle? I don't think we can squeeze it in here without picking up the relic. Even two bears waiting there. And Vinch should be catching up with the KD quite nicely, yeah. Abir did have them scaled up pretty big. Okay. I'm not 100% happy with this right now, especially like with the upgrades down below. We'll work on a solution for the main event there. Didn't want to make any wild experiments during the qualifiers. ACCM waiting for the full resources. Okay, now clicked up. So all good in the hood. And honestly, VInchester not looking too bad here. Yeah, heavily behind in villages, but has 3 TCs, has handcards, so chances to catch up here for sure. Both players also going for relics. Like the upgrades like this, too, very easy to see. Agree, icons could be scaled up a little bit. Okay, we can see take a look into this. Obviously in the main event we won't have chat over here. So maybe a bit more space on the screen. Mexican standoff here right now. What is this? 2 archers, a skirm, and a ram. Oh, that's so interesting. Like that's not your typical landing group. Another question for the overlay. Well, why was the community decided as a whole that chemistry is not deserving to be here? Also hyped for the match. Because chemistry is something you always see. Like if this archer is firing, the shot is on fire. If you have chemistry. If you see bombard cannon out, you know they have chemistry. Like those are all upgrades that you can't visually see. Chemistry is probably the least needed upgrade to have out there. Yeah. Yeah. Thumbring should be there. Don't think it's relevant in enough of games. Condos could be an option. Goes for some Genoese for now. Fast fires and handcard coming in. Vinch, not too far away from affording even elite longbows. Yeah, sold some wood and can now go for it. Wow. Rarely do we see people going up with such a low economy and still being able to afford the elite upgrade. Obviously quite costly, but at the cost of chemistry and bracer that's missing for now. Shipwright as well. Love that upgrade. Faster production out of your docks plus cheaper production out of wood. Should have cancelled all the production, wait for the upgrade to finish and then go for the full queue. Barracks now over here. So think Redemption and Sanctity could be added to CA. Also think like Redemption is an upgrade that we clearly see and don't need on the overlay. Sanctity, I can maybe give you that, yeah. But also, how many games are affected by it? Castle 3 already, out of ACCM. Goes for the condos now. And this is where it gets really ugly for VInchester. Gets chemistry, has bracer. So this will be good enough. Fast fires are coming in. And this is good. This is good for VInchester there at the top. Takes the proper fight. Now the defensive castle. And has to somehow deal with this. Unique text in the overlay would be handy. I'm thinking of asking them if they can be shown here once they are researched. That would be like my dream. So, elite longboats. One of the craziest units in the game. Incredible micro potential. And especially in the hands of a micro god like VInchester. This won't be easy to constantly take good fights for ACCM, but has 32 fast fire ships on there. Can Vinch defend using Berserks? Well, it's a Castle Age unit against an Imp unit, kind of. What, Berserks? Castle Age have 12 attack? What? How does a Castle Age unit have 12 attack? Okay, well then Berserks are fine against Condos. Condos have 10 attack. Can go for all this. Fast fire is now at the top, but not in proper numbers. Now the task for ACCM is to make it as messy as possible. A second landing here is needed. Maybe some bombard cannons and some traps, getting the aggression out at this end. Oh, we're now getting careening as well. And ACCM is going on. How is this fight going to go? If microed perfectly, there's obviously no chance for the fast fires. Maybe switching to galleons now might be an option, but I also think just forcing a lot of aggression on land could be the way to go. Nice one. Now going for crop rotation in 2 months. So, okay, ACCM accepts. This could be a really long game. Dogs now at the front. First trap out. Bombard cannon can obviously be added as well. And also the raiding at the bottom. 120 villagers against 140 villagers. Maybe an overboom out of ACCM 136 plus the 6 fishing ships that are scattered around everywhere. Also fast fires. Could maybe be positioned a bit better. Next castle here, but also the defensive castle of VInchester. It feels like this is the main story of the game. Yeah, water stuff is happening. Water is important. But it also feels like... Damn, those raids can decide the game. Finding some more kills here. Masonry now coming up. Would honestly just love to see... Oh, transporters prepared. Nice, Morn. Really love that move. Trap over here should probably die to the bombard cannons, and that's the beauty of Italians as well. They just have so many options early in as well. Let's see. Trap shot connects. Bombard cannon goes down. Ballistics only now out of ACCM. Water will most likely go into Vinch's favor. KD should be really good for him, but the big problem simply is over here. Also loses the relics. Better economy for ACCM. Transporters ready. 3 barracks here could just be so bad for VInchester. Also, if we think about the super late game, losing this wood line, not controlling it, will be really rough. Repair coming over. Those bombard cannons could maybe go for the trap kill. Waits for the castle to fall and then maybe moves in together with the condos. Castle falls. Now dives in. Will this castle survive? No, it won't. Now even going for Pavis. Armor for those condos. Also bracer and attack into galleons. Wants to address this army a bit differently. Castle in a lot of problems. Transporter prepared now. And maybe the big fight on water. Galleons just getting slaughtered. Fast Fire's moving in. Do we have a surround at the top? No, not happening. VInchester doing a really good job on water, but water gives you message advantage in this game. Actually, land wins you the game. Castle finding some more kills against the cannon galleons here. Genoese Monk trap landing while those are prepared. And yeah, look at how all the condos are now swarming in. Castles are falling. Traps are moving forward. More condos. This is going to be a really tough hold for VInchester. And ACCM can't be too unhappy with this. Galleons moving forward. Fast Fires coming in as well. Cannon Galleons doing work. Castle falls. Flank was really not there. Forward Castle even doesn't open with condos. Feels like he has enough. Trap landing here. Monks are around as well. Now the last attack for those condos as well. Now fully upgraded. And that just means VInchester can't really hold on land anymore. ACCM takes it 1-0 lead for him. Really clean play. Defended with the landing quite nicely. Went on to archers. Then the counter attack was just so good. Was really greedy, finding 11 fishing ships or something. Increases economy quite nicely, and then obviously condos are so annoying. Plus longboats, yeah, if you can micro them perfectly, it's nice. But as I said, the moment it gets messy, Vikings are really going to struggle. Where did Vinch go wrong here? I'm not sure about the landing. I think the landing simply didn't pay off. And then he was behind from there. Economy, as you can see, just a constant advantage for our player in the blue. And that's with Vikings, right? Whew. Interesting game one. Okay, let's jump into game two. And closed here, Chinese obviously starting with minus 100 wood in this game mode. Just to compensate with all the massive amount of villagers that they're starting. And with the villager next to you, that means... Actually, Winchester's not dropping food. Okay. Oh, actually that is really a well-adjusted start. He collected 147 food and only then dropped off. That was actually really well done. Winchester had 23 seconds idle CC time. So he's a solid 2 villages ahead now. Oh. Have to love it. That's really, like, that was an interesting approach. He really practiced this build order. Yeah, and Rhino, super close to it. Nice. So he took Loom. Yeah, you always take Loom. That's kind of one of your first clicks. Then you wait for 150 food, drop off, and then queue up your first will. John had 4 seconds less idle time even. Don't trust that stat too much. Simply because I can show you why. Sometimes we are jumping in like 5 seconds late into the game, right? So like if you saw it from me, and I'm like not always the guy that always jumps into the game at second 0. Don't trust the stat too much. If you saw it on my stream. Right? It could be 19 seconds, but I also wouldn't be surprised if it started a bit late. And Capture Age only tracks it once we're jumping into the game. Chinese opening, suppose, is an easy thing to practice, I suppose. Lots of quantity possible. But other side, ACCM going for poles. Bit of a surprise to me. Obviously, very famous game of Winchester with poles in Red Bull Vololo 5. Maybe wants to make something happen with knights. Also, it looks like a pop 19. No, but we're adding another house. Are we dropping off food now? Yes, we are. Clicks up. Second lumber camp. So this will be a scout build order out of him. Nili, why don't you make a mod that turns all rhinospores elephants into hippos? Would seem appropriate. For visual effect, you mean? Maybe someone can do that. Killing hippos? Oh, well, maybe I want to avoid that, yeah. And he's lowering the hippo. I know that T90 would hate that.
Gotów jestem.
Okay, barracks started basically at the perfect timing. Doesn't barracks take 50 seconds to build? And we started with 51 seconds left. Really nice timing. Unity 90 best friends? Yeah, we cuddle basically daily.
准备就绪。什么？
Witajcie.
Is Obuch Winged Hussar combo viable against Chinese?
Rozkazania?
Well, be building the stable. Okay, over here. Ha ha ha. I think... What are our ideal army comps? Like Poles maybe even going for onagers, honestly. Like onager Obuch? Or Abelest onager? Nah. Nah, that can't be the right... No, we have to play cavalry. I think Hussar Obuch, maybe? Yeah. Although Obuch, what is Obuch really achieving? Like most of the time Chinese go for ranged units. I think we can fit a farm in here, yeah. Also, I would have liked to see the farm like built in. Oh, maybe it's too close. Maybe you can't build here. Oh. Abeles plus Winged Hussar? Maybe that. Oh, spearman aggression out of Winchester now. Goes for quite some spearmen and quite aggressively. ACCM skips those for now. Elite Ober full upgrades have 6 pierce armor. Is that great though? That's like a cavalier, right? Abeles cavalier, but you have way less HP. Isn't there enough gold for Chef and Obuch? Yeah, but aren't you trying to Chukunus simply? Okay, Vinch now with quite some aggression. Spearman at the front, can maybe debate a bit here, get some more damage done. ACCM obviously with a really solid defender's advantage. Shouldn't really happen. Yeah, not too much should happen here, I believe. Constantly producing spearmen for the defense and you should be fine. Maybe quick wall this at the top. That's a lonely villager. Now those at the bottom could be exposed. Oh, that could be another exposed villager. Not really. And everything is healing up with poles as well. Spearman versus spearman fight. Scouts are going for the counter attack, but far away. And it feels like, yeah, not a single villager really in danger. Maybe a bit against the Komodo Dragon here. We need to see the wall in. Villager runs around. Give me Palisade. Oh, blocked that one off with the with the Komodo Dragon. Scout taking quite some more damage. And that villager survives for now. Villager's fighting this one off. Meanwhile, harassment at the other side. Likely to find one villager, indeed. This one is pushed off. Spearmen are getting some fights off. And that villager tries to get in. Do we see? Oh, gets that and is saved. Meanwhile, over here, those could run a bit further. 1-0 villager KD right now. So, ACCM, I would think with a slightly better opening. Quite some aggression out of Winchester. But obviously we'll have a bit of a better start, having more villagers, and as you can see, a solid 200 extra resources for him. Uh-oh, but one villager killed now. Now the switch onto gold for Vinch. Dives onto another spearman. Oh, and this could be good now. Lost the low HP scout though. Another spearman to the front. And scouts are now running home, trying to chase that scout as well. Poles, that's just such a nice bonus. That you're constantly like regenerating your villager HP. Spearman pulled out position. Oh, farm sniped. Villager in danger here. Oh, this is good out of Vinch. Finds the second kill. So active. Maybe a third kill even commits. Spearman around. I don't think you can go for it though. No, you can't.
Give me your extra resources.
Thanks for putting on this show for us, Nili. You are my hero.
Thank you so much. All of it is going into the prize pool for the qualifiers. Finds a third villager kill here. Now Winchester's aggression finally paying off and has a solid 4 villager lead now. Has to love this. Scouts coming here to defend. And apparently the 2 spearmen finding enough of a defense. Look at that though. 3 forwarks in the inside. Is it an inside drop? Feels a bit like it. Villager here, can it be saved? Tries to run to the town center, but no chance here. And resource income in like 5 minutes should be so much better for Winchester. And that's even with the farm upgrade. Or like with the farm forward bonus. Whew. Will there be a replacement qualifier? Yes. Format unknown, obviously. Simply because we don't know how many people will be in the replacement qualifier. Could be 3, could be 4, could be 5, could be 6. Winchester clicks up to Castle Age now as well. Do we have a second building? Oh, was missing that one. As you can always see in the overlay, we need those both huts to be colored to have all the buildings to advance to the next stage. But and now we see the click up, resulting into some idle time, but not the worst thing ever. Winch looking great here. Yeah, that was some quite nice scout harassment for sure. Spearman now going to the other side and trying to be a bit annoying. What's a replacement qualifier? So let's assume we have 10 players qualifying, right? And 1 player gets COVID and can't participate in the event. Then we have to ask ourselves, okay, who would replace? And we will take all the losers of the round of 6 and let them fight each other to basically get up a ranking for the replacement. And I think that will happen like in 1.5 weeks. Probably like a 1-day best of 3, something in that ballpark is what I'm thinking of. Don't trying to blow it up too much. Still not on stone is ACCM. A bit of a surprise to me. Spearman aggression here. We're still 1 minute away from reaching Castle Age. And again, Winchester doing a good job of luring units away. And tries to buy himself time behind this. This kind of reminds me of the TC in game 1. Spearman here fights this one off. And do we see all those walls finishing? Seems like yes, enough. And Spearman, yeah, they're just buying so much time. This should be an easy quick wall, but 1 villager on the wrong side of the story. Yeah, likely to go down. ACM could commit here, but doesn't. Surprising to me. It feels like his scouts were too low on HP that he didn't want to go for it here, apparently. ACM has a massive number of spears. Not too shabby at all. Now goes for bloodlines. Has +1 attack already. Force quite some more spears. Extra town center here. Easy thing. And this should have been a monastery, not an outpost. Scouts should probably get a good idea of this. Oh god, why am I so bad? I see the monastery instantly? Not yet. As we all know, the 5 relics here on the ring area. The stony area that is unwallable. 3 at the left hand side, 2 at the right hand side or bottom, however you want to call it. If Chinese go into Tuganuk and Poles counter, it's on it just technically. Boink. 4 versus 3 villager kills now. And we go for pikemen. Oh. ACCM does not go knights. TC next to stone. This is a really boomy approach. Ay, 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 ay. Finds another villager kill here and still gets away with a reasonable amount on those on HP on the knights. And another one committed. With forging we only need 4 hits. Without forging 5 hits against the villager with the knight. And this looks like, yeah, husbandry for Vinch out already. So get some more hits in here as well. Another TC at the top and feels like ACCM is comfortable playing the long game. Vertical kills now 6-4. Still finding some small moves here and there. First relic in favor of VInchester guaranteed. Feels like a bit of a better relic spawn for him. The ones at the right hand side feel a bit closer to his base. Is he in the middle of nowhere? Yeah, it's pretty far away from his base, right? But where else would you build it? It could have been between the stone and gold. I think could have also been a natural option, yeah. Oh, a bit on the sloppy side for Vinch. We'll lose those 2 knights straight off against 1 pikeman. Scouts are still trying to be a bit annoying. Got a monk kill. Not too shabby, not too shabby. Also found a villager kill before that. Bolt-winged Husher over combo is sick. How do Chinese beat that? Halberdiers plus Arbalest. Chokunu. Simply Chokunus. Should be good. I believe, yeah. ACCM playing so well this game. After all the early aggression, right? Gets into 53 villagers. Gathered resources better for Vinch. Obviously found the villager kills there early on. Would love to see lots of eco upgrades out of both of them. Very unlikely that we will see massive damage here. So it is a boomy game. This could be a long one. 1 relic versus 1 relic. So still 3 up for grabs here. Let's check ACM. Did he not scout the left one? He did. That's the conservative take. I think going for this one feels more natural. Pole says the best unique tech. I think it Flemish Revolution might be the best, technically. No.
20 months. Woo Nili love.
Conversion onto the knight. Now back to the pikemen. Both armies running away, but pikemen a bit slower. Goes for the knights again. Eats the conversion. Can we check Wrath gathered? Handcart versus no wheelbarrow? You mean if you can look over here? Yes, you are allowed to. It's totally fine to me, honestly. But thanks for asking. Very respectful of you. TC4. Out of ACCM. Some villagers onto stone. 4 walks in the back. But I think you already talked about visa. If Vinch winning, does he already have a visa? Yeah, he has a Schengen visa. Yeah. And we sent out a letter of invitation in December. So he said, as well as ACCM and Mr. Yo, that there's nothing more I can do. So looks relatively good for all 3 of them, I would think. I guess it's the 4 walk difference. Yeah, has to be. Now wheelbarrow. Goes for some healing. And it will be a 3 versus 2 relic split. So not really the most important thing. And we are switching into, I thought Shokunu, but we still didn't even finish the castle yet. I think it's mainly for the town centers for now. Instantly spotted here with the knights. And I think Lightcav and Knight can just be sent back for the defense. Or they go for the raid. Oh, Winchester goes for the double raid. Don't mind that at all. It's not finding the way there, apparently. And Winchester's poking, gets out of there. Feels like neither player really has a good chance of finding damage towards the opponent, so very likely that imp play will happen here. We like this map, always good action. Yeah, I was happy. So far I'm really happy with the map choices. I'm not sure about Hippo Arena, but the Balt's Yo game obviously was absolutely sick. Yeah, that's the only map where I'm a bit skeptical right now. Really want to see Onager cut here? Well, we will see the raid without the Onager cut. That's something I can offer to you. Forces quite some idle time. We'll face quite a lot of villager kills. By the way, idle TC time is crazy low for both players. Actually pretty sick how actively they are producing constantly. Really nice macro out of both of them. Let's Skeptical in which regard? If the map is actually better than standard arena. No. VInchester. I think this is the time where when nothing is happening and you know this game is going to go potentially an hour, where every single farm should be perfect. Like there's nothing happening right now, right? You're running away from a castle. Like this could chill 5 more seconds. Just build every farm perfect here. This is going to be a long game and you just gather more resources. With this one, if this worker is working for another 30 minutes.
AOA, I'm seeing a lot of berries on this map. Frank's a strong choice, or is that bonus not strong enough to displace stronger Civ choices?
No, Franks aren't great in Imp. The moment, like, there are so many good Civs that completely counter you. Like, every Civ that has heavy camel basically should win against you. Like, Berbers are great against you, Hindustanis are great against you. You have no chance against Mongols. Against Poles, I don't think you can compete with the economy. So, yeah, even if we have extra berries, not really an option. Like, you have Paladin and not a lot of stuff going behind that. But, like, I don't think they are bad. I think they are maybe number 15. Yeah, and ACCM's farms, they should all be perfect. Well, not super perfect, but good enough. Obviously, but, like, Poles kind of push you into that. Vinch tech into crossbow here. Chokonu should be his choice. Yeah. Yeah, and heavy CA also kills you, yeah. Like Hunt's Tatars. Don't think like Hunt is a typical Civ on Enclose, because they obviously die to a lot of stuff. But Tatars also kill you. Yeah. So they're simply not performing well against the other top Civs that are often getting picked. Okay, heavy camel now, together with Chukunu. Pushing into it. Monks could go down. Camels going in. That's really weird that he sends the camels into the pikemen there. Maybe for just to debate some conversions. No, not really happening. Converts the Chukunus anyways, and the camels are coming over for the clear up. We'll find those. Pikemen going down. Castle versus castle. I'm really surprised how VInchester, who is trying to play Chukunu, is actually pressuring here with the forward castle. Right hand side looks like he wants to make something happen as well. And this will go into a trap war, meaning not the greatest Chukunu production. But for now, nice kills. But also because we only have 1 armor on those knights. Raid in the back. Stopped. Nice awareness out of VInchester. Way better economy for him here. Holy moly, look at that. Suddenly 4,000 resources ahead. Where did all that come from? Needs to make sure. We have seen VInchester being very famously over booming on this map, where you had great spots and went to 160, 170 villages and lost control over the game. So needs to make sure that 150 is something he realizes and even deletes some there. Now full trap. I think we already saw masonry. Yeah, indeed. Chukunus are out. Last attack upgrade for the camels. Armor still missing quite a bit. Most of the army is going to the left side, trying to make a hold happen here. This is quite a strong force, and obviously Arbalest would deal with this one reasonably well. Not super great though. Second armor now coming in. Last attack is coming in as well. Love the double blacksmith approach here. Lots of repair on that castle, but triple trap could maybe deal with this one. Now dives in, forced fight before the upgrades are coming in. This is the perfect timing here for VInchester. Absolutely love everything about it. 30 population lead now for him. Could maybe jump onto the traps after this one. Obviously Chukunu damage output really nice as well. Now first trap is getting attacked. Cavalier numbers are absolutely low here. 24 on the map, but all the camels fell as well. The castle may be helping out quite a bit here. And trap is actually being saved. What is happening here? ACCM is holding this. Were we missing any crucial upgrades as well? I don't think so. Just Cavalier numbers, apparently good enough. Chukunus, non-elite, non-rocketry. And now the Cavalier swarm is starting. Traps are being killed. ACCM is holding this. What? I honestly was about to believe that this game could end in VInchester's favor any second here. But Cavaliers, apparently good units, now completely swarming. And the solid 54 farmers just dominating this one. Now coming in, trades off against the camels. And he might stay more gold efficient. Crop rotation coming in. Long upgrade for Nico upgrade. But obviously wants to have that. Gives him way more food. 143 against 141 villagers. Those are numbers that I can work with a bit better. Chukunus in the back should be finding quite some kills here. 17 Cavalier kills already. Meat shield against meat shield here at the front. Camels now right inside. Forward castle. So he will continue with the pressure. Castle on that hill. All saved. All good and sound. Full camel production right now. Not a single Chukunu in the queue. Looks like camels is the way to go. Traps focusing down. Maybe the Chukunus. Maybe going for the mining camp. Goes to the stable first. Pledging for the castle. Maybe some repair on the trap could have been an option. Now jumping onto it. And Chukunus together with the camels are diving here. Castle is going up though, but that could be 4 dead traps. Pledging finished. Villagers ready for the repair. And all of the villagers getting slaughtered as well as the traps here. More being sent in. Just Chukunu plus the heavy camel feel like such a good answer to polls. And they aren't really getting too much done here anymore. Just a crazy economy out of VInchester. And finds good trade after good trade. Obuchs now being added to deal with those camels a bit better. But then again, Chukunus will be fine. Time to breathe a bit. Time to get into proper Cavalier numbers. How many stables do we have? Production felt reasonable. Looking at 9 stables right now. ACCM needs spikes. I think Obuch can be fine as well. Elite Chukunu can now be fought by VInchester. After we stop fighting for a small second. First trap down. Are we able to commit against the second one? No repair coming in. And Cavaliers finding the kill. Trying to get out of there, but everything trapped. Should probably lose every single Cavalier here. Castle might just finish the job in the end. Lacking the last armor. Just hurts so much. Non-elite Obuch though. Now going into Arbalest. ACCM. Not minding this too much. Stable here. Not sure if that one will achieve too much. And now taking the fight against the Chukunu. From the distance. Finding quite some kills. But now under 3 castles. Not really the fight that I would love to see here. For VInchester. Will lose all his camels. Will find another kill against the traps though. Chukunu numbers. Underwhelming, I would think. No ballistics though. Oh yeah, that's true. Raid in the back. Stopped here. That's one interesting traitor. Ballistics. Now on the way. ACCM saw. Okay, my arrows somehow not really hitting. It's not super scary. Being dealt with quite reasonably well. And game, not over yet. Chukunu now being produced again. We have rocketry as well. So fully upgraded Chukunu now. And Arbalest will struggle against that. Second armor upgrade, which is also the last armor upgrade for Poles. For the crossbows. Or Arbalest now. Both players at pop limit. VInchester continue to delete villagers. Nice. Really, really nice out of him. How much gold left for ACCM? Interesting question. 3 relics. We only can go for this. So we need to freeze up some area here. Oh yeah. Nice observation. Certainly something ACCM needs to focus on. Cavaliers now added for Vinch. Should be pretty solid against the Arbalest. Now we're getting the trample damage for those winged hussars in. 4 traps moving forward. Hill advantage for VInchester, it feels like. Oh no, this would not be a fair fight. ACCM is moving a bit away, but honestly, even the castle won't help out here. The Cavaliers completely getting shredded. Castle falls behind and overwhelmed Arbalest numbers here after the Cavaliers are all dying. ACCM not sure if he can make a hold happen here. More Cavaliers are arriving. Chukunu is behind this. Just the damage output so good for them. ACCM drops below pop 175. Full Hussar and Arbalest composition is what he wants to go for. But still not looking too hot. Loses this castle and that opens the economy quite a bit for some raids here. Arbalest microing away, trying to find some more kills, but the meat shield simply not there anymore. Nili Chukunu moving in. Kill count 37 for those 16. Pretty massive here, and more winged hussars are being sent in without really finding the kills. Q is really solid though. Some Obuch even being sent in. And yeah, Elite Chukunu. Simply good enough of a unit. The nice stable for VInchester. Can go for the heavy camel, can go for the Cavaliers as well. Decided to mix it up a bit now that there are no Cavaliers out on the field. Feels like he can go for the Cavaliers himself. And the dive-in continues. 30 population. Now we should see some raids maybe into the economy. Indeed, that's what's happening here. VInchester aware of it, that he has this chance to go for it. And that will make the economy just really problematic here for ACCM. Also raid at the right-hand side. Remember, this is the last goal that we have. 4k. Did I just select this one as well? 400. Ali Chukunu with full upgrades, the best pound for pound unit in the game. I think a monk is the best pound for pound unit. And I think elite mango dice are also better than Chukunus. Oh well, yeah, I think so. Is it a game where not having crop rotation is a mistake? What? You can't like the player that can research crop rotation did it. The other one doesn't have the option. But yeah, obviously having crop rotation would be nice. Yeah, best for pound might be elite war elephants. Cavalier raid continues over here again. Now 45 population lead. Vinch even tries to go for the counterattack. Not sure how much that will achieve though. The pressure on the front is just crazy. But ACM getting to reasonable numbers. Q not that crazy though. And that might be the end for the Arbalest. Right, without any gold income now? Huh. This has to be the full Hussar play. And not that Hussars are bad. Maybe we could even consider getting some Halberdiers here as Vinch. That Hussar raid will be stopped quite easily. No murder holds. Doesn't really matter too much though. Finds one villager kill. And that is it. Big engagement over here. Arbalest, kind of their last stands. 2 more in the queue. And that will be it. Hussars at the front here, but they are just being thrown in. Just feels like VInchester will have so much control. Those Chukunus behind are just so nice. Middle, It's just very peaceful. Nothing really happening there. Oh, and what a castle out of VInchester. And that would just mean like 16 farms, maybe even 20 farms, completely idle, making him drop to 47. ACCM not knowing about the gold in the corner. That's indeed the case. Didn't scout the extra stone. Extra gold could obviously be really nice for him, but no idea about it. And that means no more Arbalest. Full Hussar now the play, and that will obviously be really ugly. VInchester, as I said, I think Halberdiers would be potentially the next step, but also realizes that he's just advancing in so many ends, and that just is another opening for a lot of farms that could be raided here. Let's look at this castle setup everywhere as well, even close to the very top. Funny Shukanu harassment here as well. And now, yeah, goes for those farmers. ACCM stays in this one, still has the dream. Yeah, maybe if you're running out of gold, I will have the better units. Which is true, right? If we are going for a full trash game, VInchester probably about to lose at one point. But how do we get there? ACCM needs to make a crazy hold happen. He's doing a good job of defending. It's just such a tough task. Found the gold at the side now, though. And now the raid in the center here. Oh, that could be a lot of dead villagers. ACCM might even drop below 110 or below 100 villagers here. Raid at the right side. Not super efficient, though. Chukunu production continues. Light cav as well. ACCM starting to struggle in population. 160. Queue's not that long anymore. If ACCM keeps 70 farms, he can easily win. Easily, he says. Okay. I think on the outside he controls like 25%. He keeps it till the end? Yes. But how? It's just so open to raids. You're not really getting a lot of gold anymore. Ooh, nice quick wall. ACCM still absolutely on point. 155 population. Now we're attacking into bomber towers, pikemen, great wall, and armor for infantry. Quite interesting. Okay, not really sure about the great wall upgrade. Do we even have... Like, what is this for? Isn't it like for towers? Ah, it's for bomber towers as well. Okay. Then I can see it. Yeah. Elite skirm. Like, VInchester is trying to win by a score here or what? Skirms now against those Arbalests. Sends them in front. Some light cav as well. Have not seen this upgrade in quite some time. Chukunu chasing down. Light cav also working as a buffer here. This is being sent in. ACCM is holding quite okay. Just feels like his economy will be so open, so vulnerable to raids over and over again. But the defense is fine for now. Look at that bomber tower. 3,500 HP. Oh, goddy. Vinch is out of gold soon. He has some here. He has a full spot there. Nothing left here. I might actually be going into the goldless game. And then again, like right now, ACCM can mine more gold than Vinch can. And full food game should be better for ACCM. With trample damage winged hussars. Huh. Are we starting to believe for ACCM here? Trying to get in there. Let's see how the trample damage works. Okay-ish. Disengaging with 3 there when you know they're guaranteed to die on the way back. Bomber tower. 3,500 HP. Not sure if I've ever seen that one. Arbalest sitting behind the trap, still protecting. Castle not achieving too much anymore. Now Halberdiers being added. Won't find the kills either because no Hussars really here right now. Goes for the economy again. Might find some kills. Wood control is actually pretty bad for ACCM. Oh! This is basically his main wood income right now. Pretty wild to think like that. Remember where we have so much wood. Is this maybe the first time that I see enclosed go to wood control? Both dealing with the Halberdiers at the right side. This trap, not sure if it will survive. Seems like yes. No! Last hit there out of the light cav finds the kill. And Castle cleared up here at the side. He doesn't need much wood. Well, he needs to replace those farms, right? And needs to replace them more often than other civs that have crop rotation researched. ACCM is in this game. What are we witnessing? Just refuses to give this one up. And the Pole economy is massive. 9,000 more resources for VInchester still. KD better for Vinch as well. How is this a thing? Finally, murder holds out of Vinch. The Arbalest edition was great. 80 kills for this group. 35 kills for this group. And now going for the archer range though. Oof. Dives in a bit deeper. And Shogunoo numbers will dwindle quite a bit. We're down to 14 Shogunoos. So some on the queue. Hussars are moving in. Some more harassment at this end. Up. Feels weird that they're not doing splash damage. Neither player really able to keep it next to up to 200. Another raid, Winchester from Winchester at the top. Chicago's doing a good job behind here though. Now push left hand side. ACCM wants to go for that stone. 40 stone. What a weird one. Raid looks like it stopped quite easily. And Bomber Tower down as well. Those Hussars dealing with the Chukunoo finally. And now fighting for this gold at the right hand side. ACCM needs to make sure to go for more villagers. Problem a bit though. Only has 2 TCs right now, right? Yeah. Are the Arbalest going to the other side? Holding over here. Got all the stone in the world. And more stables. No, that's a 4-walk actually. Is that a 4-walk for those 2 berry bushes? Oh, are we? Ah, okay, he's using the traps to kill those bomber towers. Maybe even like 2 shots here and we can get in. This gold could decide the game. Yeah, not ruling that one out. Where the trap's going? Okay, going for this bomber tower first. Found 12 kills. We have 10 here, 4 there. Now Hussars. Waiting unit number 1. But also the light cav of Winchester. Getting stuff done. Push back at this end. ACCM could maybe think about adding a 3rd town center. Oh, this is a big raid. That's a big army though. Where are the Arbalests? Where are the Arbalests? Oh, they're camping the hill at the top. Heading this army into the eco. Uh-oh, ACCM. That could be ugly. Only one town center. That's not enough. And that means the 2 traps are going down. The Arbiter is simply out of position. The skirms are going for them. Won't really... Oh, no. All the skirms going down, though. That was not patrolled, but right-clicked, apparently. But this is really ugly. 2 traps down. Lots of idle villagers forced. ACCM down below 140 population pretty soon. Goes for more hussars. Arbalest will deal with those Chukunus quite nicely. Everything done. ACM, I think we need a 30C. Or maybe even more. Massive selling of wood right now. Has cash gold now in the bank. Invested into more Arbalists. Down to 80 villagers. Did VInchester maybe fight him down? Also right through the center, but bomber towers should be fine here. Not really. Oh, just heavily missing. See those hussars like constantly changing their direction after killing the villagers. Bomber towers, not a great defensive unit here. Or defensive thing right now. Okay, both players with heavy losses. Next army coming in here. Arbalest dealing with this aggression. And so many more raids. Ay, ay, ay. Eco KD. Look at that. 240 villagers died already. From ACCM. Oh, no. More villagers trying to equal this one out a bit more. Harbour aggression. Arbalest trying to deal with that, but only one Arbalest won't be enough. And it just feels like ACCM is getting more and more cornered. Yeah, 30 villagers in the queue. Well, that's the maximum we can kind of queue here. Don't tell me he's moving through here with the Arbalest. Well, they could obviously die then. Crazy how both players are heavily struggling getting onto proper population. Don't know if ACCM is insane player or the Civ is just amazing. Why not both? Down to really low eco numbers though. Oh man, 70 villagers, 16 of them idle. Also getting onto proper economy again. VInchester just so actively finding the raids. What a crazy game out of VInchester. Like, this was such a tough win for him. 75-minute game already. The raids here, ACCM, I don't think he continues believing. Sees that more and more stuff is coming in. Yeah, he had some kills in the economy of VInchester, but he also knows, okay, I'm not getting a second wave in there. I'm constantly getting raided at my farmers, and that's basically the strongest thing that I have. But I'm down to 40 of them. Will be tough for me to reseed them. And I still know VInchester bomber towers everywhere. Also will get that gold. VInchester, yeah, yet lots of losses. But will do a better job of building more TCs and getting a better control of the wood lines and gets to better villager numbers again. 111 villager losses on his side as well. ACCM still believing. He's fighting like it is the last game of the set. Three villagers. Yeah, this is slowly starting to feel like Mr. Yo resign timing here. Lightcap dealing with that, right? Starting to see no loss, and that means only one town center. Up. Jumps quite a bit in food. 14 villagers in the queue. Maybe ACCM is not realizing that he's only having one town center and had two for a very long time. Nice gate out of Vinch. Absolutely love it. Now fortified wall. 5.2k on those. Jesus Christ. ACCM is going to get defeated. Not sure about that. But certainly we see how ambitious he is. How much fighting spirit he has in this game. Gonna be a long day, huh? I planned with 11 hours. Could be 13. The games are keep staying like this. Maybe. Yeah, total res obviously so much better for Vinch. Just found the raids constantly, kept the economy low. ACCM, it feels a bit like he's playing like he has 5 relics right now. And just thinking, okay, maybe I have a mechanic that keeps me into the game. But that's going to be a lot of dead villagers. This is like getting interestingly optimistic out of ACCM. Still staying on this one.
Hey Nili, thanks for all. Go Vinch.
Go Vinch. Well, looking good for him in this game. More of a repair. Trap went down as well. VInchester's pop limit, goes for light cav, has an interesting mix of all the units, has all the upgrades that he can research in the overlay. While ACCM, well, would have missed 2 armor upgrades on his Obuch. Gets another raid here. Look at this farming position. Interesting that he moved away from those spots that were raided and got a bit closer to that center area. Just also a nice amount of stone. Could maybe build another bomber tower. And look at that beautiful push through the center. And that's the Arbalest ball. And this has to be the nail in the coffin. ACCM, this was indeed what he was constantly hoping for. Okay, maybe they can find something, but no, they cannot. 1-1 the score. Best of 7 indeed. This could be a long day ahead of us. Okay. Mongols for ACCM. VInchester is going for Khmer here. Let's focus a bit on the game and let's put all the stories aside. Obviously, Rocky Forest, as you know, we have all the beautiful deer in the center, can create some crazy fast uptimes here for Mongols. Man-at-arm aggression, not unlikely. Foreign wood here, and goes for the lumber camp split. Oh, this is tricky. Love the house next to the lumber camp. Could save some villagers' lives. Okay, 2 on gold, far back. Doesn't go for the gold at the front. Bit of a surprise to me. No man-at-arm aggression actually. Is there scout build order out of ACCM? Seems like it with all that food. Let's stay at the front. Barracks now out of VInchester. Oh, look at that. Did he scout this? He knows about the barracks in the center and still goes for the barracks here. 2 on gold. This is not a man-at-arm opening, right? This is an archer defense. Okay. 5 villagers here, 4 villagers there. Goes for 1 spearman first. Scouts the stable. Gets back home. Those villagers have to be walled in. Oh, this could be some crazy pressure out of ACCM. Would also love to see an archer range follow-up, but obviously those are the steps for the future. We're looking forward to seeing Dash casting. Well, I would maybe even listening to him might even be better than. But okay. Archer range out of VInchester. No big surprise here. 3 scouts already out. 2 more in the queue. Some spearman harassment getting pushed back. Tries to lame some of the deer. Scout slips away. Spearman production should not stop at all. But yeah, indeed. 2nd set together with Hera. 3rd set with Dash today. Next weekend, I think we got Dave 2nd, Dash 3rd or something like that. I think so. Scout runs away. Doesn't get any hits here. So at very reasonable HP. Look at how he barely moved around. Uh-oh, that will be tricky. We're just now being moved over to the side. Can take a bit of fight, then jump into the house there. Could be the play. Uh-oh, but gets a good directional hit off here. Nice block behind this one, and even with the house next to it. ACCM gets a kill. And archer range. Now for ACCM, a bit of a weird place here. I would love to see it a bit more aggressively being built. And that spearman died quite quickly there. What happened there? Was low HP or what? That we only got one hit off. And that's a nice clear up already. KD 4-0. And Mongols just seem mighty strong on this map. Whew. Jumps on it. Another villager kill. Oh, this is solid for ACCM. Pretty crazy aggression out of him. ACCM has town watch, potentially. Yes, he does. Just wanted to have more vision, a better idea of where the deer is in the center. Goes for another raid here. Stop for now. Villagers jumping in and out. And those have to run again. 6 villagers. Could be one exposed one. And indeed, she won't fit into the house. 3 villager kills already. 6-0 overall KD. Mongols just dominating this map. And just imagine, like, soon the archers will arrive. Wouldn't be surprised if we see fletching. This could be a really short game. VInchester feels like he's completely overwhelmed. And Khmer was not a late pick. I think it was like pick 4.5 out of him. Spearman, archer, aggression. Those villagers need to run as well. Otherwise they would be idle till the end of time. Scouts getting in there. ACM, oh god, absolutely on point here. Another kill, 7-0 KD already. VInchester completely overwhelmed. Has a solid amount of villagers or archers, spearmen now for the defense though. Gets a defensive tower up. ACCM an absolute beast form here. Bloodlines and fletching can be afforded. Just goes so much more deer. Oh boy, I think the strategy looks really, really strong. Either you get a massive drush in, keep them away from the deer, try to rest this area, or we will see a lot of bands of Mongols, a lot of snipes of Mongols on those maps here as well. Spearman now coming in for the defense. Archer count not that high, and no fletching either. Scouts, do they want to commit? Doesn't seem like it. Bloodlines now are out, and that scout dies. Blacksmith now in the back here for VInchester. Has a reasonable amount of farms. Woodline, okay-ish for this map especially. Got the second lumber camp, something we can't say for ACCM yet. Tries to move around and go for the berries. Gold actually not spotted by ACCM, right? Yeah. Oh no, he knows about the gold. So could maybe think about going for it. 8-1 KD now, so lost 1 unit earlier. Yeah, getting all the deer with Mongols just brutal. Absolutely agree. Oh, look at that mill. Perfectly positioned here between the 8 deer or something, whatever that is. 3 spearmen. Trying to get some hits in. That won't happen. Just how patiently those players are playing. Like, didn't move the scouts even further in. 40 seconds idle time and still just 1 will ahead. Oh, we're having more. And do we get wheelbarrow maybe? Well, town watch is something we said. Oh, look at all those villagers running around. Gathered resources. Just absolutely brutal here. Went on to the gold at the front. 2 spearmen just camping this area. VInchester's army trying to find the counter attack. Didn't really get anything rolling yet. Instant reaction there with all the villagers. 1 spearman and archers. Are they being sent back? Yeah, looks like it. To deal with this. Maybe even sending back the scouts could have been an option. Don't we think so? Armor. But oh, look at that. Not too far away from castling. Gold villagers need to be pulled. Otherwise we will see some dead units here. And yeah, that's the dead villager. Will be the 4-1. If he... Oh, I thought he would slaughter her. Couldn't really get there. And it feels like we have the clear up. ACCM sent pretty much the right amount there. Scouts now coming over as well. They were not really needed. And no, just slaughter here at the end. Stable for Winchester, so we will go full knights most likely. Quite heavily onto stone. I'm a bit surprised there. It's like, okay, raids are coming in. How can Vinch defend this? Probably with towers. Double stable. I think this has to be played. Yeah, pulls a lot of villagers away from stone. I also think like 2 houses could really help out. Maybe even a 3rd tower for Vinch. Total resources collected is so close. It is weird, right? Is that the power of Khmer farmers? Maybe it is. Okay, that army stopped. Armor now for the scouts coming in at a very reasonable timing. Those villagers, let's go for them. Maybe finding 2 kills here. Maybe even 3. Blocking those off quite nicely. 1 dead, 2 dead, 3 dead. Nice raid. 7 eco KD now make it 8. No, stays at 7. Scouts can continue to be annoying and forcing quite a lot of idle time. Archer and Skirm annoying here next to the gold. And those scouts can just dive. Forging now out as well, and Winchester was really hoping to have maybe an advantage in Castle Age, but he won't have one. And Mongols just extremely dominant here on Rocky Forest. 2-1 lead for ACCM. And whew, what a weird second stable placement, but yeah, simply had the villagers there. I don't think we will see a lot of Mongols in the main event on this map. Mongols seem just to be really, really strong, going for the center. Food income absolutely out of control here. Yeah, pretty strong play out of ACCM. I have to love it. Wow, I'm really surprised by those civs. Huh. Also, so weird that Chimera not on Frigid Lake. Yeah. I just think Gujarat should be performing pretty well against Mayans here, no? Dock opening with 2 villagers. Same for ACCM. Let's finish this one, then goes for the deep fish. Gets the boar in. All pretty standard here. And now sends in some of the pigs. Kind of weird for Gujarat, right? You don't really use your mill advantage, so you're only picking them not for the economy, but for your units, basically. What can mains do with those disco throwers? Plumes. I'm told ACM is notably good with Gujarat, at least with some 2090 set during TTL. Okay. Not really a stat that I have. Eagle harassment here. Oh, that could be a dead villager quite easily. Tries to micro around the fishing ship. Fishing ship block pretty solid. You can't obviously wall in that area. Eagle still tries to chase down. Look at this beautiful block with the fishing ship. Scout is coming from the top, or not the scout, the camel. Oh god, that was one of the most beautiful blocks I've ever seen. Oh, but now the villagers are meeting from the other side. Oh, okay. Had to go back. Fishing ship block now against this one. And Camel in danger. Good opening for Winchester, although ACCM tried his very, very best. Sweet stuff. Aren't plumes hard to deal with Gujaras? Shivamshas. So I think like we have a proper like double triangle there with Eagle, Plume, Tarbardiers, Shivamsha, and ooh, gets that sheep. That's really nice for Gujaras. That's really nice. with Shivamsha and Chakram. No villages on gold yet for Vinch. Bit surprising. Okay, now sends 3 overs. ACM not putting his sheep in the mill. Well, he doesn't have a mill. Right? On this map, you always have to open dock. Otherwise, you're falling behind too much in economy. So that's what I've been saying. ACM picking Gujaras not for the economy, but for the units that he can go for. I still believe that building an early mill and having like 3 sheep in there could be good enough. But maybe he feels, okay, then I'm just giving up water. That's not what he wants to do either. Love this map. Hybrid maps are so fun. I like this map as well. Think less of a fan than others, but I got outvoted. So will be the archer range as well for ACCM. He will only play 1 dog. So maybe some fire galley here and that's it. I'm so surprised that we have 1 villager working on a pig instead of on the berry bush here. But another sheep will arrive eventually. And look at this. Holy moly, Reno. Someone does not want to take any damage at home. Walling with 5 villagers right now. Top still not walled. Sends in the eagle. And double fire galley play. How does he think? Did he scout anything? He didn't scout the barracks. Didn't see the second dock. Like, what was the game sense here? That's really surprising to me. Huh. PTSD from Island game? Oh, he was the one raiding there, no? Fishing ships hidden in the dock. Maybe? Tricky move. Something lots of people would not have thought of. Yeah, 50% discount on walls. Sick. This is just like an interesting timing. Wait, that's possible? Only for Gujaras. Is the plus 2 plumes just against champion line or all infantry? Well, it's like for different units. I think against eagles you get +1 for plumes and +2 for elite plumes. That's how I understand it, right? So I think they're doing 2 damage normal plumes and 3 damage elite plumes. AU2 tech tree, great place for you to investigate on stuff like that. 1-2 against all infantry? Okay. Then they wouldn't be that bad against Huskarls though. Right, then they're still doing 3 damage. There's no armor class for only champs? Yeah, I don't think so either, yeah. Okay, that villager, bit optimistic here, should never lose that one. Wee, ACCM, there was not a lot of stuff going on. Ooh, did Persian get banned? No, we probably will see them on Golden Swamp later. Okay, got a reasonable shot in there. Baited those fire galleys in. Gets a kill, micros this one back. Now some repair behind this and fishing ships go back at it. And now the archer aggression starting out here. On camel continues to slice a bit. Now the second dock out of ACCM wanted to. Repair as well though. This one damage is only calculated after bonus damage. Ah, only after bonus damage. Okay, so they do 2 damage against Huskarls. And 2 damage against eagles? That's a bit underwhelming. Oh, this is just all getting overwhelmed. I'm a bit surprised that ACCM is staying in this one. Loses another villager. 3 dead already. That's 2 fishing ships and 2 villagers. Lost in the center here. Maybe that's all. No, that's already 3, right? He didn't lose a fishing ship. 1 over here, 1 super early on, and now 1 with the repair. Love the situation here for VInchester being fully walled. Archers will be blocked off as well. Eagle have 8 armor. Plumes, but don't plumes do 5+4? Ah, yeah, that's 9+2. Okay, okay, okay. I can see that. Yeah, the wall is working out really well, yeah. Yeah, like, I was not surprised that he walled. I was more surprised, like, how he, like, had the perfect timing to suddenly wall with, like, 6 villagers against the archer range. That was, like, the incredible game sense, apparently. Maybe he knew the uptiming for ACCM could only be archers and not, like, the dog play. Do we have any in there? No, not a single pig made it in there. Oh, that's underwhelming. Fishing ship needs to make space for the demo to go through. Got a good shot off. Fishing ship got back in as well. And now the second dog working away here. Archer's now jumping. And feels like VInchester will get it good. Clear up. And... see, what is this surround? What is this? Like, this thing, I can't believe this. Like, this final standoff there. Like, slaughter from all areas. Look at him. Like, this is so unfair.
Shot it.
The slaughter box, indeed. Oh man, oh man, oh man. Box formation? Yeah, yeah. The VInchester special. I think VInchester was the first one to play with box formation. In like 2012-ish or something. Yeah. What a super weird game. Yeah, VInchester's playing really clean. Have to love it. And now the counterattack happening. Skirms and archers scaring this one away though. And can I kill here? Is it good box formation? Yeah. I have a full video. What military stances to use when and what formations. 2012? I would say so. I know that I was playing with Shine. And he didn't play 1v1 in quite some time. Like VInchester against Shine. That had to be quite some time ago. Yeah. And VInchester was using box formation there. We were both like, what? Why are we using box formation here on the scouts? 2012 sounds too long ago. Yeah, really good situation for VInchester here. Certainly. Goes for more crossbows, reasonable farm setup. But as we said, if we go into the late game, ACCM should have pretty solid chances. Good Jaras. Feels like he could have the better units. Micro here. Archers and skirms tickling a bit away as well. Yeah, VInchester was 5 years old in 2011, yeah. So he must have been 6 in 2012. VInchester's 14 in 2014. 2012. Yeah. I think he started super young. Can Shivamsha dodge fire ships? I think they should ignore the first 5-6 tickles. Yeah. Okay, now the crossbow aggression. Stable. 1 minute to go. I think we need some more walls behind there. No, we don't. Okay, food economy doesn't excite me too much, I have to say. 9 farmers only. I think we need a market here. Water won by VInchester as well. Just full control out of him. Oh, archer skirm. But all the villagers full HP. Maybe like 2 villagers dying here. That should be it. Oh, actually diving pretty deep. Yeah, means the villagers can fight. But slipping through. 1 eagle now added as well. Could even clear this one up. Oh, sheepies in the middle. Yeah, that's why we are so confused by this choice here. Demo 1. Demo 2 doesn't get the kill. Ooh. Missteps happened there. And yeah, they're even finding 1, maybe 2, maybe even 3 kills. No, the archer goes down. And those crossbows? Not killing. Vinchester plays 3 to C though. Realize, okay, this could be a long game. Let's get the eco rolling and goes into pikeman.
Shot it.
3 Shivamshas, can they do enough here? 9 crossbows. Some walls behind. Siege workshop as well. Oh, that's something you don't really want to do with your Gujaras, right? Being forced into the siege workshop before your extra town centers. Even sold the stone, so otherwise would not have made it to Castle Age that early. Vinch Eco looks way better. Yeah, it will increase even more, right? Could be really brutal. 1 TC against 3 TC. Shivamshas now. Maybe the monk even sneaks away. What are the odds Vinch can come if he qualifies? Must still be slim chances, right? I would say like 95%.
Tabish.
Oh, pikeman here at the front, and those Shivamshas heavily under upgraded. 1 armor, no bloodlines, no attack. Getting completely slaughtered by those pikemen. Oh, nice wall in here. Barracks at 59 HP. Could have focused that one down potentially.
Shot it.
Another siege workshop, but that's mainly for the block off. Not sure. I think market is the better unit here, right? Or the better building. Has... No, market has even more HP in the same block space.
Ashike.
What will be on the buffet menu for NAC? Well, I will ask all the players. We have a dedicated cook. And he will have to come up with a menu depending on what the players want.
Shot it.
Have a player meeting and ask them what they like to eat. Demo? I had a dream here, but not happening. Shivamshas. Staying active and villager advantage. Something you can work with if you're ACCM. Second town center now. Defense. Okay-ish. Important conversion is not happening here for ACCM to allow himself to stay in the game. Now maybe buy 100 stone back and go for the 30C. Indeed, that's what happened. Enough stone for Winchester for a castle. Is he just building it defensively to get some control over the gold, stop the raids a bit more? Or is he going wild, the aggressive one? And that's indeed what he is aiming for. Castle. Oh, that could have been an interesting accidental kill here with a mangonel. But didn't happen. Shivamsha staying active, but town center fire eventually will deal with them. Nope. ACCM 11 villagers behind. Gets the 30C up now. 1 mangonel only, and I think it has to be the full boom. No other way for ACCM to make anything happen. Army difference, yeah, pretty brutal. 3 times the army value. Pikeman scaring this away. More houses. I like this approach from ACCM. Gives himself a chance. Don't get me wrong, Winchester massively ahead. Im timing should be clearly favored for him. Food count not crazy though.
Big fan. Thanks, Nili and all participants.
Increasing the price pool.
Shot it.
Obsidian arrows, yeah. Who remembers? Not sure what the next steps are here. Buying some food. Okay, so Vinch is just going imp. Maybe a second castle on that hill. Oh yeah, that would kind of be the end. Just blocks so many wood lines. ACCM at least has 2 gold spots in the back. Pretty fortunate for him. And Vinch just waited for this instant uptime after he got the 1000 food. Maybe behind this, collecting some relics. Indeed, already has 2, 3 more to go. Should have all the vision in the world for them. Oh. Well. Yeah. Should have, but doesn't have them. University here now. I don't think this will be a major factor in this game, though. Double Mangonel, double Scorpion. Could be interesting. Those... Oh, builds the castle there. Scorpions should be dealing with this one reasonably fine. If we get the shots in, repair quite nicely. Mangonels. Do they get the shot off? Oof. Dodging here and really playing with fire. VInchester here. Oh, I'm not sure if we need to take this fight. Does he really need to push this castle that much? Could have also been delayed a bit. Pikemen going to the front. And that is a lot of the army going down. Ooh, a lot of the army going down. It's still double Mangonel, but the castle goes up. And that's the main story, right? And now we can switch it to plumes. Not the worst thing to lose the crossbows there. Wanted to go into other units anyways. And yeah, this was to buy time. And buying time, indeed, he did. Looks good for Vinch here, I have to say. Double castle setup, beautiful hills, controls the main gold, has the rest of the map behind this. Should get 4, maybe even 5 relics. And ACCM still pretty far away from imping. Wouldn't be surprised if we see a GG in roughly 25 seconds. Yeah, also saves resources, not taking into Arbalest, yeah. Not getting debated in there. Arbalest, chemistry. Oh man, ACCM stayed in the enclosed game for a really long time already. But yeah, this time he realizes. Let's just make it a best of 3. Crazy set again. We're at 2 hours 20 minutes in now. And those players only finished 4 games. 2 really, like every game? No. The Rocky Forest game was a short one. All sets go on 7 games. Yeah, as I said, not impossible that we go into a 12-hour cast today. Does ACM only ever play sets that go full length? Maybe. It's a way better economy. And yeah, it was just like winning the water at minute 9 and being fully walled behind this. Just a really good setup for Vinch. Okay, let's jump into game 5. 2-2 the scoreline right now. Inseparable the 2. And no, inseparable? I'm not sure if that was the right word. I don't think so. And we're playing Golden Legs. A mix of Golden Pit and 4 legs. Goes for the pig here. Eats like 7 food maybe. Make it 10 food. And then go for the boar afterwards. So a bit of an unfortunate start for ACCM. Not the worst thing ever though. And we see Malay on the other side for VInchester. And this is a really good map generation for him, for Malay. Oh, good. What easy walls he can go for. And even this was like, oh, this is so good for him. On the other side, way more open for ACCM. Yeah, this is really fortunate for Vinch. Can make a wall happen here. Something in that area or over here. Most of his buildings. And easy walls in that end. Interesting map indeed. We have 2 3-tile goals and then have to fight for the center. Cracked terrain, meaning more damage taken for buildings. And if we wall everything off, Malay obviously crazy good if they want to go for all their fish traps. Is this map new? Well, relatively speaking, yeah. Scout arrives, but well done by ACCM. Waltz this one off first. What's happening here? What's happening? Ooh, that was close. I think if VInchester just stick with the palisade wall, I think he could have found the kill. So it's Gold Rush plus Cross? No, Golden Pit plus Cross. Are dolphin sounds in game? No, must have been somewhere near you. I didn't hear any dolphins. Oh, something is happening.
Comandante.
Villager will make it home though. See, scares the eagle away. Nothing happens.
Sia.
Kind of messed up that they're hunting and killing dolphins. Ali, I think, hosted a vegan tournament once where you were only allowed to farm and bury. I think Teutons were like always pick one. Slavs were obviously really good on that tournament as well. So that's where you could see them. And they even had islands, I believe. So it was like islands in the map pool. And people were like building docks, but not fishing ships. It was so weird. Yeah, Khmer had to be crazy good as well. Yeah. Oh man, oh man, oh man. Chinese better farms weren't allowed to go for sheep. Yeah, you have to send everything. Like in the past, like 2001-ish, we actually opened Chinese with on mill. And like you send villagers, because like sheep was not always spawning under the town center, right? It could have been anywhere. Like your starting for sheep could have been like here. So if you saw the berries, just instantly send all your vills onto berries was actually a reasonable thing. Sometimes we found our starting for sheep at like 1 minute 45 into the game. Gujaras would have been insane there. Yeah, true. Were sheep in the middle allowed? This was before that expansion. So Vinci reaches feudal age. Didn't really have enough wood for the dock though. Sneaky double villager over here against Vinch. Barracks at home. Might go for some eagles. 5 on gold. I'm a bit surprised. What's happening here? Make it 4 on gold. Maybe those two are still counted as gold miners. Oh, I see food count here. But this obviously is going to be really nice for Vinch. Need to instantly go for fire galley. Is this scouted? No, it's not. And both players will think they're sneaky. Getting the docks up at the opponent's pawns. Does the house see the vills? Yes, it does. But no reaction yet. Obviously blue on the minimap. Those white outlines, something only we get. Not really sure if Winchester's maybe playing with friend foe colors here. Yeah. Big Alive said no, he didn't see it. He just queued up another fishing ship. He had no idea about this. Fishing ship over here, both players will suffer a lot in their food economy on water. And fully walled is Winchester here. Just a really good map for him. The thing is though, if he loses this fully, then I'm really scared for him. I think it's better for Aztecs to lose or trade off pawns. I think Malay is relying more on them. Fighting over here. Eagles. Getting some hits in against that scout. Maybe fight for the 2 neutral pawns happening pretty soon as well. Fire galley against fire galley. Maybe sending the eagles to the top here and deal with that villager could have been an option. Repair on that one, but blocked by the fishing ships. And indeed, 1 eagle is being sent over. Now goes for more block on those fishing ships. Maybe repair on the fishing ship instead of the fire galley. Could be an option. 1 fishing ship down. Meanwhile, engaging over here. It's 1 dock against 2 docks. This should be better for Vinch. Should be way better for Vinci, I believe. So for a note question, what civ was the one where you could make a good eco work with 90 plus wilds Malay or Malians? Malay more likely than Malians. Like Malay is a civilization that works around timings. Not Mayans. Yeah, Mayans even better. Yeah. Yeah. Mayans also can work with not too many villages. Really good play here for VInchester. Likely to win both of the pawns. This one even contested at the bottom as well. Yeah, this is just a dream. Look at all the vision that he gets with those as well. Wins this. Won the pawn at the bottom as well. Yeah, I love the outpost, but not in range. Not in range here. Do we have Town Watch? No, we don't have Town Watch compared to the Town Watch of VInchester. Full disaster for ACCM. It's not looking too pretty, is it? Market now for Vinch as well. Ooh, this is the dream for Malay. Contesting water, winning all 3 pawns, most likely. 4th one not contested. Right now, villagers going to the top. And now we can fish trap the hell out of this one. Interesting approach. I will steal that for the main event, maybe. VInchester, just one cross. Now it's time for ACCM to win Golden Pit. Yeah, we can split it in 2 maps. And we kind of picked civilizations for those 2 maps, right? Malay, absolutely playable on 4 lakes / cross. And Aztecs, one of the strong picks for Golden Pit. Yeah, this is now like the spot where a good hype caster is getting you excited for this one. Ooh, like demo hits, for example. Oh, this is actually really nice for ACCM. Still contesting. Doesn't get killed against the villager here. Okay, Vinch is still contesting. ACCM is still contesting here. Yeah, just everywhere, attacking everywhere with some eagles. Honestly, time for chat interaction. This one is going to be slow now. There's nothing happening. Like, I can show you this a bit, but land aggression not going to happen. Both players far away from castle age. Nice quick wall here. Shows the dolphins again. You saw the dolphins. You were saying something about hypecaster? Yeah, I'm not one. What will we chat about? Menu decided for... What will we chat about? Menu decided for NAC 4? What? Who is better at late game, Aztecs or Malay? If we get to perfect army comms, Malay. With which song do you win karaoke? I've never won karaoke. I'm actually a really, really bad singer. I think... Yeah, like my singing skill would something be around... like 2.5 out of 10. I think my best skill in karaoke is that I know that I can't sing. And I'm not trying to force it onto people. Yeah. So I'd probably go like Father and Son, Cat Stevens, or something like Show Me the Meaning of Being Lonely, Backstreet Boys. Those are probably still all bangers. Yeah. German Monday song, that would be something. Yeah. Eminem Rap God? Yeah, maybe. Nah, I wouldn't know any proper lyrics. Okay, ACCM won this pond. Desperately needed. And this one as well. It's honestly not too bad for him. Now uses the market heavily. Love it. Tequila. That's something I should go for, yeah. Yeah, true. What about some heavy metal, Nili? I listen to metal, but not really heavy metal. Plus, you know that most of the time karaoke is an evening where multiple people should enjoy. Not only myself. So me going for Chop Suey of System of a Down. Not sure if that's what most people would enjoy. No second building for ACCM. True. Now gets it. Was missing the blacksmith for quite some time. I prefer instrumental songs karaoke. Yeah. I think... Oh, Eye of the Tiger is something I could also do. Bop. Bop, bop, bop. Bop, bop, bop. Bop, bop, bop. Bop. Bop, bop, bop. Bop, bop, bop. Bop, bop, bop. Raise it up! Back on the street! Took my time, took my chances. And so forth and so on. Oh, demo hit. Something happened. And yeah, now Winchester, obviously with the fast up timing, takes care of this one. Yeah, rising up back on Golden Lake. And oh yeah, look at this. Now the full swarm will be 3 against 1 pawn. And guys, now you know why I don't do karaoke. Someone call Dash early, please? He would sing with me. Yeah. Guys, you can unmute again. Tricked him. Is there karaoke directory on Twitch? I think there was one, yeah. Just singing. I have an idea for NAC4 nights. We had a karaoke machine at the ECL events. And Zero Empire is a big karaoke fan. Also went karaoke, I think, at the NAC2 meetup. Pretty sure. Guild nets now, out of the melee player. And buying a lot of stone. Oh, look at that bad boy. Karambit defense. Okay, have to love it. Now probably going wild on fishing ships on every pond. But we're also seeing... what did I just see? Double Monastery. Oh, that's not great against Karambits. Karambit Gambit. Arson was researched. So this stock could potentially... Those stocks could potentially fall. Those are... pretty much protected. This one in the back. Will be tricky to get there. Winch should have this one. Looks good for him, right? Henry, this is gamer speaking. You sang a song without owning the rights. Even worse, you sang it bad. This will cost you the entire prize money of NAC 4 and 5. Okay. I'll have a video on YouTube Tuesday saying that I won't have any prize money for NAC. How many Karambits can one Jaguar take out? If they're coming one after another? Like 15 maybe? I think a Jaguar 2 hits a Karambit. Yeah. I see 5 money, minus 100,000. Yeah. Karambit should be quicker to convert. Actually true maybe, right? Like Kosti is. Okay, goes for the Warlocks now. Doesn't want those bad boys to get in there. Archer ranges behind it and University. First fish traps being built. 2,100 food on those. Not unlimited anymore like they were at one point. Is Trash Militia an option here? I think it takes too long to get there. It is an IMTech, right? So why would you think this would be a good option? But actually, like, we're out of gold pretty soon, right? Oh, only 2k gold left. I think a full crossbow play is not a great one. Forcing along Castle Age is not completely crazy. Okay, 21 Karambits. Eagle numbers are not that crazy good. Now the others coming over. Let's take a look at conversions. I see 2 conversions here. And now monks could go for some healing. This is, I think, a slightly better fight for Winchester. Those monks are getting killed behind this. And villager falls as well. Monks all dead. And Winchester be happy with this clear up. Sits on 22 fishing ships, so food economy should be pretty solid. It just is that monks are not great against karambits, and now the perfect castle here will give the hill control, will give enough gold control as well. VInchester in a beautiful position. Eagles, not crazy against those karambits that actually had 0 upgrades. Karambit is the unit in the game that benefits the most from upgrades. General rule of thumb, the weaker the unit, the better it is, or the more important it is to upgrade. Oh, got he. He's just rolling over ACCM then. Now double castle production potentially. Selling some wood, buying some food. Is he working towards imping here? I'm a bit surprised. Fish trap count works better and better. Monks can do half their monk juice by converting a karambit. That could also be fun, right? But no, I don't think so. Now Arson, turning the favor for VInchester. ACCM maybe needs to get... I think a tower here could have made sense. Goes for the mangonel. And also a castle could make lots of sense. But faster imp potential, obviously, on the side of the melee player. What are those two Aztecs? One near the monastery. I don't know what word you're using. Penguins? Monastery penguins near the... I don't know. Uh-oh. That castle needs to be stopped. Otherwise, VInchester takes too much control over this one. HDM going for the hold. Eagle numbers not looking good enough. And those karambits now running just over all those monks. Eagle's not here. Oh, Eagle's actually committed against the villagers. ACCM buying himself the castle. Builds the counter castle here. But that's still a lot of villagers. I think both castles could go up. Heavily committing on those. Karambits are coming over. Maybe more villagers being sent over from the goat. Indeed, that's what's happening. Oh, this is getting tight villager-wise. Really tight villager-wise. And he pulls all of them back. The castle doesn't go up. Heavy losses at the left-hand side. Mangonel actually tries to find some shots. Tricky though. Castle, indeed. And now we can go for Jaguars. And Jaguars are crazy good against karambits. Also single Mangonel shot. Obviously kills a group of karambits. ACCM, 10 workers behind. Villager-wise, reasonably ahead. Lots of villagers in the queue. Crazy hold indeed. Oh, Mangonel misses the shot completely. And now castle up over here. Do we have another Mangonel popping? No, but now Jaguars. I think it's they're two slicing a karambit. Whew. Jaguars are not that good because they do a lot of over damage. Really? What? Like, are they doing like more than 25 damage per hit? I would be really surprised if they like do way over damage. Oh no, oh no, oh no. No, that's not a fight you want to take, my friend. Oh, just loses every karambit there. He doesn't know. He doesn't know. And who in the chat just said, Jaguars are not that great against karambits. They do too much over damage. Well, I don't care about your over damage. I care about the slaughter that just happened here. That's a fight we close to never ever see. Imping for VInchester pretty soon. And we're getting to a lot of gold. Jaguars, they can go for a counter-attack here potentially. 3 relics for ACCM at the front. I still believe like a tower here or maybe some Mangonel harassment could be good. What is over damage? So let's assume a unit has 100 HP. And I do 99 damage. Then I'm doing 198. And 98 of those don't matter. Right? So ideally you want to have a unit that does 100 damage. Right?
Yeah.
Maybe mangonels here. Could be something. Karambit's rushing. That's why sometimes you see Hera, when he's microing away, splits his crossbows. Because if you have 40 crossbows against, let's say... Or let's say we have 40 arbalists against knights running in. We can one-shot a knight, but we do like 250 damage. So it makes more sense to split them and do 125 damage each. Forced Levy plus Arbalest. I don't think we have the resources for Forced Levy. I think just Arbalest play is the way to go. What a good game here. What a nice map. Love it. Another relic over there. Obviously, like, this game will be decided over here. I don't think I need to scroll a lot in this game anymore. Ooh. Rambit's finding the kill. Eagles here, trying to be annoying. Ooh, killed all the dogs. So this is basically the whole main food eco. Right now, 23. Oh, prepare the demo. Love it. Absolutely love it. Crossbow splitting. Bracer coming in. ACCM needs to be on gold quite heavily. Otherwise, bombard cannons will be really good against him here. Conversions locked in. Chemistry indeed coming in. Which player gets the better position now? Well, VInchester has more of the hill, but only excess of 1 gold. While we see ACCM kind of having access to 3 of the golds. Ooh, Jaguars at the top. Getting a bit overrated. Some repairing. Big problem though, obviously. At6 having the weakest castles in the game. Once the castles are down, he can go Karambits again. Well, then it's Elite Eagle Warriors. Only 2 Karambits on the map. Yeah, maybe. Nice dodge. Waiting for the last armor. And I think then the Eagles can even dive, right? Look at that Jaguar count. It's only Arbalest to play. Chemistry. Armor now. Karambits again. I think ACCM can dive here. Traps at the front. Villagers. Nice block. But the trap has no chance. Shift clicked one. Shift clicking the second one. Third trap being attacked. No, he didn't shift click the third trap. Jaguars, maybe they can focus this one down. Castle blocking quite a bit. Third trap indeed in danger. Will be an easy kill there. Castle down. Ignores the other trap though. Uh-oh. This looks good for ACCM. At6. Crazy economy out of them. Even without the pawns. Traps are moving forward. Not enough Karambits. Bombard cannons out. But the monks, they already have hopefully quite some upgrades. What do we have? 55 HP. So we got a reasonable amount. 49 villages on gold out of ACCM. From ACCM is obviously what I want to say. And now the trap going down. ACCM, this is a beautiful, beautiful army. Eagles can now jump onto crossbows. Jaguars can chase this one down. An army composition that we very rarely see. And ACCM, he's hungry. He is hungry for Berlin. Kills the castle. Those crossbows alone on their own. No Karambit buffer in front of it. Castle is down. Karambit production and Seer Elephant production would be the only thing that now saves him, but is completely out of gold. Eagles are overwhelming VInchester here. And what a crazy game. It looked so good for Vinch having all those pawns. But the second wave of ACCM of the water control was just so good. Realizing that he cannot allow this pawn and this pawn to go completely free. And VInchester struggled a bit there. Went on to quite some Karambit that then got completely slaughtered by Jaguar. Oh god, I want to see that fight again. And ACCM has to be happy with how this game went. And what a good game. What a fun contest here for the center. Where do we have that fight? 8 Karambits on the map. Ah yeah, this fight. Give it to me again. How many Jaguars do we have? Is it 5 only? Is it 5 Jaguars against 26? No. This can't be it, right? I think it is. 6 Jaguars against 25 Karambits. Yeah, they're focusing down on the monks first. But after that... How much damage do we even take?
Comandze.
Here.
Band.
Apa
Where do I go?
Shasana Baginda.
I think 20 damage per hit.
Baginda. Here.
Massive. Phew. What a fun game. What a fun game to watch. And at 6, apparently a really solid pick here. Yeah, Karams have 30 HP. So it's still 10 over damage. But that's also with the upgrades that we had there. ACCM certainly didn't need to go for attack upgrades. I'm just going to continue here, right? 20 seconds uptime. We will just continue and not really sure what happened. Welcome everyone.
Grayton?
And yeah, both players on the way to Feudal Age. I can quickly recap. Why did we pick those civilizations here? Well, Britons, they love to go with all their buffaloes. We'll have a reasonably fast castle age there, and also some feudal age aggression. Winchester, Persians with the faster working dog, plus 50 extra food, 50 extra wood, so they can enjoy their fast uptime. Are we all back? Oh, it's all good. I hope so, right? Yeah. And now you just saw why we are not going for apartment cup at my home. Oh, galley opening here out of ACCM. From ACCM. Against Winchester. That is playing this typical fire galley opening. Huh. Bit scared here for our Britain player. Distance is really short. Can you micro this one constantly? Won't be super easy. You think Vinch threw last game with Karambits? No, I think Karambits were fine. He didn't upgrade them enough and he overbuilt them a bit. I think an earlier imp timing wasn't needed. Sorry, this won't happen during NAC 4? Well, not in my apartment, yeah. Now let's run with those fishing ships. Gets an early blacksmith out. If Vince can get knights here, this will be really good. Oh, yeah. I don't think this is really the spot where we have such good economies to go for massive knight raids. Fire galleys in a good spot. Oh, this is already looking reasonably good for Winchester, I would say. Fishing ships running away. Fire galleys doing a lot of damage already. So one coming from the left side as well, and those galleys barely got a shot out of and already below half HP. Continuing with the damage output. Oh, look at that. Fishing ships at the front. Even adding fishing ships. Look at that. ACCM, he's actually going for the galleys. He's going for fletching. He's trying to contest this. Winchester, a bit of a misread of the situation. Added fishing ships really, really early here. Whew. Yeah, like we should be back here. Feels a bit bad, man. Okay, now the micro galleys, once they get into reasonable numbers. Fire galleys, obviously struggling quite a bit. Not sure. Seems to be a Twitch issue then, maybe. Because for me... Oh, no, I disconnected from the game as well, right? TV watchers in shambles. Maybe? Should I just restart my full stream? Maybe after this game? Working perfectly for me. Well, not working perfectly for some others. TV watcher here. It's fine now. Okay, so people will find their way back. Okay. All of a sudden, KD very better for ACCM. Barracks now from him as well. Fully walled are both players. Both opened with the barracks, but didn't really use it yet. No archer range, no stable, and yeah, that will be a relatively easy kill here. Galley switch, way too late. 7 against 4. Don't think VInchester can do too much here. Another fishing ship goes down. And VInchester, just a bit too greedy. Went into fishing ships a bit too early. This was really good for ACCM. Oh man, oh man, oh man. Big problems for VInchester now. Loses water completely. Only one fishing ship. Again, still one out. Could be sniped here potentially. Is he going for fire galleys behind this one? Gives it up for now. That fishing ship at least gets sniped most likely. Can maybe sneak around, drop off the last 3 food, but I don't think that's the major focus here. Nice unbiased casting. You're very welcome. I don't even know what I said. That made you write this. Markets for ACCM in the back. Could maybe sell stone, although Britons don't typically want to sell the stone. Bought 100 foods. I think ACCM will sell another 100 wood and then go up. Indeed, that's what happened. VInchester bought quite some food as well, and this will be very competitive castle age timings for both of them. And 3 docks, I don't think you can clear all of them up. Therefore, VInchester can technically still contest water. Could go for fire galley, but seems like he's going into the boomy approach. Scout now on a level where he wins the fight against the villager. Oh, really good moves here for ACCM over and over again. Some villagers on 2 gold. Now at the front. Has 3 gold spots, reasonably close for him. Same for VInchester, obviously, on this map. Farming upgrade now, and both players with reasonable farm economies. Fish kind of stopped, and yeah, we indeed see the fire galleys. So VInchester's not giving up water. On the other side, nothing produced anymore. Goes for a spearman. Scout around. What can ACCM find out? VInchester already lost his scout, so has no idea what's going on. 1 archer. Maybe arrest the woodline a bit. Be a bit annoying. Could be an option. Rest is fully walled. Sees that this dock is producing. Obviously lots of HP. Normally that dock would be dead already with another civilization. Or at least the fire galleys extracted. This way not going to happen. Demo sneaking around. But obviously that's him vision of VInchester, who again did town watch. Love it. Castle Age now. ACCM, is he going? Yeah, he's researching war galley. I'm pretty sure of it. Goes for Botkin first. Okay, what's happening here? Ah, we have war galley behind the galley. Okay. 1 archer for harassment, 1 stable to build a knight and deal with this. Both players able to add 1 town center. This could be another long game. This could be another really long game. War galley upgrade, finishing for both players. This will be tough to micro. Goes for a demo. Love that addition as well. Kind of getting some buffer in front. Those archers. Not sure what they can find. Knight numbers will be up to 2. Trying to regroup. Double TC. Now the third TC for ACCM at home. So much on the line for both of them. Yeah, absolutely crazy. Oh, Demo. Ooh, gets a good one to start this one off. Now Micro's away. But honestly, this will be a tricky one. Now fire it coming in from the other side as well. Persian Knights can easily beat crossbows. No. 2 without upgrades. They won't even get there. Like Persian Knights, yeah, you have more damage output. But also, we can talk about over damage again. If we have 1 armor upgrade, you still need the same amount of hits, right? Because then you are at 11 hits, and yeah, you need 4. And you would have needed 4 as well, even if you don't have the Persian bonus. So no attack against 1 armor, the Persian bonus doesn't matter. But we don't have an armor, so. Why is ACCM not producing war galleys? It's just too tricky to micro them and run around. Like with galleys, it's easier to get there. War galleys, the regrouping is tricky. And he just feels like contesting water is the better way. Like he doesn't lose too much with losing water because his Arbalest can always contest water again. It's way tougher for a Persian player to contest water after they lost water. And small numbers, as always, rule of thumb. Small number, fire ships better. High number, the galley version better. And now it's low numbers on the galleys. So the next unit always should always be fire ship. That could be a really good demo. No, dodges it. Okay, takes this 1 for 1. But only after half HP already was lost. So not too unhappy situation here for VInchester. And the crossbows, yeah, they will help out quite a bit behind this. No ballistics though. And now the knights are coming over. I think they would die to those crossbows even. Devo over damage. Yeah. Correct use of the words. Crossbows on water, Tado's wet dream. We have a demo in the queue. Uh-oh. I'm scared. I'm so scared. Demo could get in there. This is so risky. Why are we out there? Why are we having crossbows here? Demo's coming in and gets... No, it! Oh, half a hit in. Still gets 4 crossbows. That one was microed back. And ACCM, that was such an unnecessary, risky move. Oh boy. And VInchester punishes him quite nicely. But crossbow still around. Those knights can find the clear up against those quite easily now though. And this is not how you typically want to play Britons, right? You want to keep your crossbow numbers alive. For example, Lyri, an absolute beast at that. Would just constantly like move in, move out, be a bit annoying, continue to do damage, and avoid risky moves like these. But finds the monk kill. Good one. Really sweet demo. Out of Vinch. Not perfect, but enough value. Yeah, also like puts a threat into ACCM's head in this game. Both with the same village amount. Shows you how well ACCM is booming against a Persian player. Obviously both having quite some advantages here. Booming wise, cheaper TCs, faster working TCs. And ACCM was heavily on stone. Castle over here, not unlikely. Monk goes out, tries to go for a conversion. And both players now going for War Galley. Interesting moves. Monks could add some more damage. But no botkin so far against obvious botkin. Conversion here won't happen. Demo gets in, but Demo also gets sniped. Another monk moving forward. Still not getting that relic. So far 0 relics. Monk on the ambitious side. Oh, but knights are moving back, so gets a reasonable conversion scare in here. Oh, really defensive castle. I think could have been like 2-3 tiles further forward and get control over that town center. War galley here. maybe was a bit too scared of the defensive tower and the knights coming in. Obviously, this is an area that's way, way easier for him to protect. Demo, micro to the side, and now micro in again. Is it getting focused down? Yes, good job. One conversion there against the knight. Crossbow number, not that scary at all. Maybe he just wants to go for longbows here. Oh, Demo, can it reach? Oh, it can reach! Like 6 villagers dead here. What a nice, nice kill. And delays the economy quite a bit. And those villagers obviously wanted to go build some more towns and just get some more control. And that's certainly going to be delayed now. Right here. Shouldn't really achieve too much. Should be some walls behind. If ACCM is watching at all times. And yeah, villagers are being sent in there. War galleys should deal with this. Still ballistic, something I would have liked to see. And yeah, that town center doesn't look like it will have the greatest achievement ever. Stop for now. And yeah, now we are going for longbows. And VInchester, unless he's getting onto Cavalier, this will be tricky. And typically on this map, we don't arrive like in with 130, 140 villagers to really pump out our dream units. We have to stay eco-efficient as well.
Hi, Nili.
Vinchester's up to Imperial Age. ACCM likely to follow in like 2 minutes, I would think. And that TC, not efficient. Now Vinchester's quite some idle TC time. But that's simply because his TCs work faster as well. Long-term plan for Persians. Probably trap bombard cannon, get control over this area, try to get to 140 villagers and play Cavalier, get map control. And this has to be the play. Both heavily committing on water. Bit surprising to me. Still no ballistics for either player. Really hurts to see. Relics will be 1-1 for now. Handcart coming in. Eco upgrades, underwhelming for Vinchester, especially the wood upgrade, something I would like to see. And we see War Elephant. Holy, we are seeing some nice unique units today. Saw Karambit, saw Jaguar Warrior. Now see Longbow and War Elephant. Really nice, really nice. 19 against 8.
NAC4 hype Nili energy.
Continuing to push in. Ballistics finally for ACCM. Doesn't need to prioritize chemistry that much, so totally fine that it's a bit on the later side. Fast fires for Vinchester. Obviously can't really play Galleon versus Galleon, simply because he doesn't have Bracer. So less damage, and also the -1 range in comparison will really hurt. Petard here. Not sure why we're adding those. That's a bit like a waste resource in my opinion. Is he trying to go for that castle, or what's the plan? That TC obviously can't be the most important thing, because the castle should be able to deal with that anyways. Maybe tries to get around here and get some counter raid in, but he has a lot of control anyways. Maybe something to deal with the rams at the front. Peter, yeah, indeed, that's a good one. Okay, good answer. And maybe, if that was the plan, that's great anticipation. Wow. Wow, Peter, ram defense? Have not seen that one in quite some time. Brace already there. Galleon could potentially be tagged next. Has enough resources for it. Going for more traps. And ram is out. Peter's coming in. Villagers need to run. Bub gets the kill. Another Peter in the back. Where's the Galleon upgrade? So many floating resources for ACCM. Chemistry. Should be a hold on water for ACCM. But the push over here is still pretty annoying. Villagers need to fight. And maybe the spot where we pull some more villagers towards the center. This looks good for Winchester over here. But if water is lost, then the question is, can we really hold this here? And Ram is getting in there. 2 hits and those traps could go down. Gets 1 hit in. Second one will be registered. But won't get the kill. Galleon now finished. Nice cast positioning here for Vinch. Oh, this is a good game. But Raid over here, and Vinch is not realizing. Only now he sees it. Solid 20 population lead for our Vietnamese player. I'm a simple man. I see petards. I root for the man with petards. Yeah. Such a stylish unit that gets so little love. Gold control will be a big problem. 2 relics for ACCM. The one in the center not taken. So 2-2 split, not impossible. Not even sure if Britons get cannon galleons. I would say yes they do. Just battering down that ram. And now the raids over here. Maybe some more demos in front against all those fast fires. Yes they do. Okay, makes sense. Town center even getting repaired. Both of them, demo in the front. And Winchester calls it. GG, congrats! He realizes he can't really get onto proper units apparently. What a weird timing to call this one though. Winchester, he taps this one out. Sees, okay, I can't deal with those galleons. Britain's just a better civilization in late imp. In the moment where I felt Winchester was pushing reasonably well. But the 2 traps unanswered. Crossbow and longbow unanswered as well. And ACCM is going to Germany. He is competing in NAC 4, Nili's Apartment Cup 4. The first one to join the 4 invited players. Certainly a player that we wanted to see. So smiley, so friendly, so happy, so interesting to see him play. And I'm happy to welcome him in our studio. ACCM, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh man, what a crazy set. Congratulations. How do you feel?
Oh, feel so good. Feel so good. A lot of pressure is disappear. So really, really good.
Nice, nice, nice. You obviously wanted to get there. You were there in Hanover at TGM. Felt a bit underwhelming that you only played 1 set and had to go back. How much did you want it? How much did you want to qualify for NAC here?
I think NAC is the only tournament I'm not like in the past. I didn't perform too well, but today I can advance to the main event, so really, really happy.
Nice.
And we're pleasure to play Nili Apartment Cup.
Nice. Oh, so sweet. So then you said you trained a lot. Like, how did your last maybe like 2-3 weeks leading up to this look for you? Because you didn't have like the super deep run in TTL. So how much did you maybe train?
Yeah, I'm practice a lot with my partners, and I think when I can expect like he want to my game, because I also practice with him before I lost, but I think he know my play style, so he gonna doing the counter. But today it's really good for me.
Nice, nice. Actually, your qualifier run was so incredibly tough. If we go back at it, you had a 3-2 against freaking Andy and a 3-2 against Valas. Like, how did you feel after yesterday? Because those were crazy sets.
Yeah, I think I like, because when I lose, I can see what I'm not doing good and what I'm doing good, and just keep to improve my game. So I'm happy to lose, I think.
Okay, that's a crazy attitude. Love that one. Then I'm thinking about the enclosed game. 80-minute game there where you had polls against cis Chinese. It was so long, and it felt like you were just a bit shy of maybe getting a comeback there. What do you think was missing?
I think the mistake is I like him doing a lot of pressure in my berries in the when in the opening. So um, I think that is a big mistake. I think that I should prevent this in the future game.
Yeah. Then
Yeah.
you went into the late game and were a bit behind. He got the Chokunus. And then, really interesting game for us viewers and unique units that we very rarely see on Golden Lakes. Karambits against Jaguars. You lost a lot of pawns there. It looked really bad for you. At one point, it was like 3 against 1 pawn against Malay. How did you manage to come back?
Yeah, I think I just like him doesn't have a free fish too much. In early on, I just keep the production in my dock, so I didn't let him free too much, and then focus everything in the middle. Yeah.
And he got all the gold. Yeah, so sweet. I'm happy to have you there. Any last words to your fans before I let you go?
Really happy to play your tournament, Nili. That's a pleasure. And guys, I can do it. GG.
GG, you can do it. Thank you so much. We will talk to each other soon. Happy to have you at NAC4.
Thank you. GG.